What's going on, YouTube? It's Knox Hill, and we're back with our reaction series. So today, man, it is Monday. Now known as Metal Mondays. I am excited to dive into the world of metal, which, listen, I'm being very, very surprised by the level of lyricism into these deep dives, man. And you know what? We got another band, another song that I've never heard in my life, never ever done. You know what? You guys are trying to convert me. I think we're getting pretty damn close to it, but this is none other than Slipknot. One.
I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache.
I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that stops the ache. See, at first, I thought it was like twisted, like he wants to just like unsee this horrific scene that he saw. But if it stops the ache, so like, you know when your head's killing you and you like push your fingers in, like to try to relieve the pressure of here by causing pressure here, like with a migraine, you know, because like you're so stressed out. You have so much anxiety. It's so much to take. So you're like, oh, that's how I take that. And I love how he like brings you in for a second. Like it's so off-putting because all of a sudden it's like he's whispering in your ear. Like that first line, da 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 da, and it like makes you like really tune in. Then all of a sudden we start to push out, and then you've got a little bit of this guitar off to the side, very grungy filter pass through the mix, right? And it's kind of just teasing us at this moment. And we're only 2 lines in. Let's see where we go from here.
Slowly stops the ache, but it's made of all the things I have to take.
Wow.
If the pain goes on.
Woo. Yes. Oh. All right, it works its way inside. Pain I have to take. So I take it as like this overwhelming angst, you know, this pain that is manifested through head pain, but then it works its way all over your body. And the thing I am loving about metal, I could see why it is like relieving. It's like an outlet in a sense, because it's so fucking pulsating and engrossing, like bum, 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 bum. Like it just rattles your core and it just like takes complete hold of your soul.
Collapsed, I've waited as my time's elapsed. Now all I do is live with so much fate. I've wished for this.
What is this type of delivery? Now this is different. Again, different sort of filter to the mix, right? Different frequency cutting through. It almost sounds a little bit like megaphony, like the way he's coming through with this. And then he totally changes delivery. He's showing me like 3 completely different cadences in the span of a minute already. Da, 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 da. Like it's so just like kind of laid back, nonchalant, conversational. But then when you say such serious fucking lines, it's like until my veins collapse, right? What are you like literally bleeding out? Wow.
Now all I do is live with so much fate. I've wished for this, I've bitched at that. I've left behind this little fact. You cannot kill what you did not create. I've got to...
You cannot kill what you cannot create. I've lived for this, I've bitched at that. You know, sort of the back and forth of life. I take it as a man and a writer who is wavering and cannot come to terms with either reality or with whatever path he is taking. Like there's always sort of regrets. There's all this pain, and maybe the stress is within trying to come to terms and acceptance with that path. I don't know. I'm gonna need some more lyrics to see where we're going.
This little fact you cannot kill.
But then again, that line, you cannot kill what you did not create. Could that be like metaphysical? Like you can't kill yourself because you didn't essentially create yourself. You know, you were brought into this world, not on your terms, but by someone else. Or it's like if someone else has like put something into emotion that's affected your life, like society or structures or systems, you cannot change those because they were not a part of your creation. You do not have that ultimate power. And maybe it's almost like sort of spitting in the face of God, like, because God has that power, or coming to acceptance with that, you know, we're not as much able to manifest our own destinies as we may think.
you did not create. I've gotta say what I've gotta say, and then I swear I'll go away, but I can't promise you'll enjoy the noise. I guess I'll save the best for last. My future seems like one big past. You're left with me cause you left me no choice.
Nice.
I push my fingers into my eyes.
Ah.
It's the only thing that slowly stops me. If the pain goes on, I'm not gonna make it.
I'm not gonna make it. There's that scream core, that scream element. And then again, this thrashing, throbbing guitar. Take me out.
I'm not gonna make it.
Woo!
Put me back together, or separate the skin from bone.
Oh.
Leave me all the pieces, then you can leave me alone.
Put me back together. Fulfill me, fix me. Or if you can't do that, then just rip me the fuck apart and leave me the pieces. Wow.
Separate the skin from bone, leave me all the pieces, then you can leave me alone. Tell me the reality is better than the dream.
I like that though, because the title is Duality. And maybe this pain, this pressure, this ache, having to put your eyes in, having to deal with all of this is coming from having to accept that duality, not being able to, obviously being felt like you have two different paths, different choices to make, and you can't come to terms with whatever the choice is and whatever the case is. Kind of like the same saying as fulfill me or rip me apart, you know, put me back together or just like tear it all apart because I can't take this anymore. I can't take kind of this in between.
But I found out the hard way. Nothing is what it seems. I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops me. But it's made of all the things I have today.
Nice.
Jesus never ends. It works its way inside. If the pain goes on, I'm not gonna make it.
Oh. Oh.
All I've got is insane. All I've got is insane.
Wow.
All I've got is insane. All I've got is insane. All I've got is insane. All I've got is insane.
Oh.
I push my fingers into my
Oh. You know what I love there is all I've got. All I've got is insane. And he slowly gets more passionate and kind of breaking apart at the seams. Like the longer that goes on, right? He just climbs and climbs and climbs, and it kind of just crescendos and kind of just explodes at that last moment with that last screaming delivery. But all I've got is insane. I'm so I'm sane, right? Like all this turning and dealing with all this angst in my head and all of this stress and trying to wade through the waters, it's literally turned me insane. That's all I've got now. All I've got and all that you see before you is this broken, indecisive being.
It's the only thing that slowly stops me. But it's made of all the things I have to take. Jesus never ends. It works its way inside. If the pain goes on, I'm not gonna make it. All I've got is insane. All I've got is insane. All I've got
Go get it.
is insane. All I've got is insane.
Wow. Some powerful, powerful statements. And you know what's wild about metal as I'm learning is, again, I love lyricism, obviously being a rapper and being a lyrical rapper at that. And there's so much metaphor, so much depth, and so much substance to these metal tracks, man. It's crazy. And a theme that I'm seeing throughout, and I know we're getting a different artist now, is dealing with things psychologically, internal turmoils and angst, and just that sort of self-introspective exploration and the different ways of dealing with that, and kind of waving on the verge of not being able to make it, of suicide, and some really dark, twisted past that find their way to the surface within some of these songs and some of these themes. I mean, and it just rocked out. That was fun. Slipknot, you were Knox Hill certified. So hope you guys like today's video. Listen, if you're enjoying Metal Mondays, do me a favor, subscribe, notifications on. It really does go a long way. Also, if you have more requests, I try to read all of your comments, guys. I respond to as much as I can. Comment down below and let me know. I love you. Stay safe, stay positive. I'll catch you again.